Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Stellaris Console Edition video. It is the year 2225, and so far the game is not actually going our way. If you've been following along, you know that we have several very unfriendly empires right next door to us, and then we have one that's not friendly with us. They don't hate us yet, but they're not exactly friendly. The Carillion technocracy, and they are spreading out in our direction. So I would like to grab this system, because then we would have access to 3 planets, and we really could use those planets, because our species, the Iwantu Rokk, being lithoids, they just naturally have a very slow population growth. So even if we get all those planets, which doesn't look likely, we still won't be out of the woods, because obviously we have very limited space to work with up here now. The Merkins have declared the Calamari their rival, and vice versa. We share a border with the Zadran Marauders, so our ships have gotten a bonus modifier. Apparently we're having skirmishes with them, whether we see them or not. But never mind that, because the Carillions have now officially cut us off from those 3 planets over there on the left. So the only planet we have access to now is in the Ferrum system. So we need to hurry up and get our construction ship to grab this system, Galurum, before the Carillions grab it. And then we need to grab this planet. So this is obviously a huge setback. This series might be very, very short. Some merchant type aliens have contacted us again, and they're trying to sell us some sales technicians, or I guess rent us some sales technicians, but we're not going to go for that. The Tyrell Corporation and the Calamari are rivaling each other, and they went back and forth with this during the gameplay. They kept rivaling each other, so I guess they are kind of borderline friendly and unfriendly. But meanwhile, the Merkins and the Tyrell Corporation are getting more friendly, which is not surprising. We have gotten some data back on our crystalline entity project, and we could use this technology for a short-term bonus, which would increase our damage against the crystalline entities, or we could go for a long-term bonus with our ship armor, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. The Senate is voting on cooperative research channels, which would increase our diplomatic weight from our tech, increase research station output, and increase starbase upkeep a little bit. We're going to go ahead and support this. So far, I mean, I haven't had too much experience with the Senate part of the game, but so far I gotta say that's my least favorite thing that they've added to this game, is the Senate. But never mind that. The Tyrell Corporation and the Merkins are continuing to get friendly. I think that's going to continue through the game. I think the Carillions, the Merkins, and the Tyrell Corporation are probably going to become the Federation to beat later on. But we'll see. We're not giving up. This probably will be a very short series, but hey, on the bright side, the Necroids have released, so I can just start a new series with Necroids. But never mind that. We are concentrating on the lithoids as long as we can. Our construction ship is going to go ahead and start building some mining stations and research stations. And we'll do what we can to stay in the game, but it's not looking good. I think we can all agree. We'll go ahead and colonize this pathetically small little planet. And I was going to go with the lithoid meteorite, but then I changed my mind, and we're going to build a colony ship.
Colony formed.
One of our other colonies has been completed. Classic Rokk. So let's build some districts here. I think we can have a generator and a mining district. Or maybe we need a mining district. Yeah, we're a little bit low on our minerals right now, so let's just go with mining districts for now right there. Tyrell and the Merkins are getting friendlier and friendlier. Not surprising. Now they have a migration treaty. But the Carillions are kind of our only neighbor that could possibly be our friend and help us out. So we're going to move our envoy from the Calamari over to the Carillions. The Calamari are fairly friendly with us now as our colony ship heads out toward our new planet. But yeah, the Calamari are friendly, but they are separated from us by the multiplex, the determined exterminator machines. So they can't really help us, even if we do get friendly with them. We have earned another tradition point, and we're going to continue in the prosperity tree. We've got a couple of options here, but I think the best one would be the standard construction templates, which would decrease the build cost of our districts and also increase the build speed. Buildings and districts, so not just districts. So we're going to do that. I think that'll help us in the long run. We found another archaeological site. We have found several of these throughout the game, but unfortunately every one of them has been outside of our space, and this one is no exception. The Carillions will likely excavate that site. We have 20 corvettes, which is the maximum we can have at the moment, but I am trying to keep them upgraded as they stand guard between us and the Marauders and also the multiplex.
Ships upgraded.
I don't know how we would do in a battle, but our upgraded corvettes are all we have right now. So we can send them back down to get into their defensive position. And I'm glad we sent our envoy to the Carillions because they have just declared us as their rival. So hopefully we can turn that around. We have detected seismic disturbances on classic Rokk, and there seems to be some kind of an indigenous civilization down under the ground. I've actually seen this event before, but as usual, I can't really remember what happens when you make the various decisions. So we could preemptively strike this underground civilization, or we could establish communications. I don't really want to get into a conflict with anybody at the moment, so we're going to establish communications. Role-playing wise, I'm not sure what the Iwantu Rokk should do, but I went ahead and established communications. The cooperative research channels have passed in the Senate. The Marauders are threatening us. Never mind all the politics. The Marauders are threatening us. So we could give them some energy or some minerals, try to bribe them to get them to stay away. I'm going to give them some energy. And for the moment, it has worked. They are not going to attack us. So we will continue to expand in this tiny amount of space that we have available. This game is probably not going to last very long, but hey, the Necroids have released. So once this series ends, I can start a new one with the Necroids. But we're not giving up. We have just started another colony on Ferrum Prime.
Special project complete.
We've completed a special project and contacted the tunneling subterranean aliens. We can't see what they look like, but we can get them to tell us about themselves. And we could tell them to submit or be destroyed, or we could coexist in peace. I'm going to try to coexist in peace, although, as you will see later, it's not really going to work out that way because I made some questionable decisions, unsurprisingly. But we'll get to that. Meanwhile, we have been studying the void clouds. And once again, we could go with a short-term damage bonus to the void clouds, or we could get a long-term bonus of more physics research. So I think the way to go is the long-term bonus, even though I'm not really feeling very confident that we will be lasting long-term. A large group of refugees from the underground alien empire have emerged, being chased by a small army. So it looks like they are defecting, and we could allow them to join our colony, or we could say we can't afford a political incident, send them back. And I think I decided to let them join the colony, which I now think was a mistake because letting them join meant that I have to feed them and I have to grow food. And in related news, the underground empire needs some food, and so they're asking us for food, but I have no food to give them. So I have to turn them down. This will harm our relations with them, but I can't help them because I have no food. I've got to grow some food, though, to feed these defectors. So I have to create an agriculture district. The Tyrell Corporation has declared the derps their rivals, and we are experiencing some bad effects from our shortage of food. Hopefully that will turn around quickly. We also need to increase our production of consumer goods, but never mind that. The Senate is now voting on pan-galactic recycling initiatives. And once again, we're going to go ahead and vote for this, even though there are some ups and downs to this. I feel like the Senate is the least favorite thing that they have added. It's my least favorite thing that they've added. I don't really like it very much so far, but never mind that. We have earned another tradition point. We are continuing in the prosperity tree. We have 3 choices. I think I ended up going with the extra housing, because we always need housing. I wonder if I'm going to have to build habitats for those underground defectors. Not sure about that.
Colony formed.
But we have a new colony, so that's good. We have a very slow population growth speed naturally, just because we are lithoids. So having more colonies is good, and I really am going to miss those 3 planets that the Carillions stole from us. But we're going to build a mining district and a generator district there. We have found a Zadran resource cache, so we got some energy and some minerals. Hopefully the Zadran won't try to take that back. Our agriculture district that we built is already insufficient for our needs, so we need to build another one somewhere. And we also have a shortage of consumer goods, but our population growth is so slow that I can't build a building anywhere right now. So we're going to build another agriculture district. The underground civilization is requesting some technology because they saw we had some cool weapons that our security forces were using. So they are requesting some of those weapons, but I don't really feel like that's a great idea. If I don't give them the weapons, our relations will be harmed. But if I do give them the weapons, they might attack us with them. So I think I'm not going to give them the weapons. I think that's what I did here, and I think that was the last straw. We said we wanted to be friendly. We established communications. But things are not really working out. Trade with the subterranean aliens has dried up as of late. And they are now officially telling us that our friendly time is over and they're going to declare war on us. So, not a very eventful episode, but I wanted to end on a bit of a cliffhanger. So there you go. The underground aliens have declared war on us. We'll see what happens in the next videos. Hopefully we can turn this around, but if we can't, like I said, Necroids are on the horizon. So as always, thanks very much for watching.